Mr. Kapoor and Madhuri ma'am, thank you for talking to us. How are you, sir?
Good, good.
How are you, ma'am?
Very good, thank you.
I want to know about comedy scenes that you have done together in the films in the past that you have done together. I remember in Kale there was a bit of a wonderful comedy element. Some other films that you have done in the past, where comedy has played out between the two of you. Do you remember?
Yeah, I think all films. Hifazat, there was a fantastic track. That song became very popular, Batata Vada. Till today it's played, and it has that, but it had a flavor. It had that. I had Kishore Kumar in mind when I was performing that, and Madhuri reminded me of the great Geeta Bali, one of our great comedian actresses, and then of course there was all the films. I think Beta had comedy, Tezab had a lot of comedy scenes. So all the films, what used to happen earlier, that all the wholesome films, they were not full-fledged comedies, but there was always some comedy track. So we've done a lot of comedy together.
Ma'am, do you remember any memorable scenes from all those films? I'm talking in particular funny ones.
Well, there were a lot of funny scenes we've done. जैसे बेटा में जब वो शॉक दे देते अनुपम खेर जी को, and then she goes like she becomes a horse and उसको injection लग जाता है, and it was like crazy comedy, मतलब absurd and crazy comedy. तो वो scenes याद है मुझे.
Lovely. Riteish D, how are you, brother?
I'm good.
Ajay, so wonderful to see you.
Thank you so much.
It's so wonderful to see that this whole family has come back together, and I know that Ashok ji and yourself and Indu ji go back a long time, and he has made it public on more than one occasion that this film has actually happened because of you. You headlighted it along with them, and was it a total no-brainer for you? You said, these are my friends, I have to go ahead.
No, nothing of that sort. I mean, the most important thing was when I heard the script. It was hilarious. I really laughed for 2 hours, and I wanted to do the film. So that's how everything started, and it is actually very funny. It's no-brainer in the sense, I would call it a no-brainer, but when you see the film, you come out happy.
And Johnny Bhai and Pito Bash, the little bit that we've seen in the trailers is just amazing. So how do the three of you become a team in the film? Obviously?
No, Pito Bhai and myself, of course, we work together in a fire brigade company, and eventually we run for money, and that's where we seek help from Johnny Bhai, who has a chopper, and you know how the chopper looks like. So there's great amount of humor there. Then thanks to Johnny Bhai and his expressions and his dialogues, it makes it even more fun.
And are you a UP wala in the film? I mean,
Yeah.
From your dialect?
Yes, North Indian. So it's fun doing that. It's the first time playing that character, and I have the dialect, so it's extremely funny to do it.
Ma'am, with all these funny people on the set, you must have been laughing all the time. So
I was. बहुत मज़ा आया set पे, because ना कि सिर्फ हम लोग जब शूटिंग करते थे तभी हंसी निकल जाती थी कभी-कभी, the way these people act, लेकिन in between shots जब हम लोग बैठते थे तभी the funniest things used to happen. और every day I used to go home feeling good. और जब भी सुबह पता चलता टोटल धमाल की शूटिंग है तो ऐसा लगता था yes, let's go. तो एक freshness रही उसमें all the time.
ma'am, you're such a fantastic actor, a consummate actress, like they say. There's comedy which has great lines in it, which is, lines like this, and then there's situational comedy, and there's just expressions. Which do you prefer more? I mean, do you like the comedy which is delivered in lines, or you prefer the ones that are just delivered in terms of expressions and situations?
नहीं, मुझे लगता है as an actress you want to do all kinds of roles, और I enjoy any kind of a comedy, चाहे वो subtle हो या over the top हो. I just enjoy comedy, and that's what I like to do.
So you remember the last time you played a Guju Bhai? Do you remember?
First time. This is
The first time ever. This must be amazing. You have so many Guju friends, people who are close to you and doing it. What a coincidence.
No, I thought it would be very easy to to pick up the dialect, but it was not as easy as I thought. But I was very fortunate that Inder Kumar himself is a Gujarati, so that really helped me. Yes.
So it was almost as though if you had some lines that you had to refer, you kind of asked him.
No, not asked him, because he was constantly on his, in front of the monitor with the mic. So I said, just, I just render the line. So he would render it, I would do it, and I would do it immediately. So it was an instant kind of sometimes, yeah.
शुरू में थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम शुरू में प्रॉब्लम हुई थी ना. नहीं बाद में ही डिड वेरी वेल. शुरू में ऐसे लग रहा था कि एक सोया हुआ पंजाबी गुजराती में सपना दिख रहा.
And a Punjabi saying that to a Punjabi, sir. It's a fact.
Yeah, it's a fact.
So, every franchise has something that makes it really tick, So, we all know there's Golmaal and then, there's this. What is it that really makes this fantastic franchise work? I mean, what is it, if you can put your finger on it, Dhamaal and then double Dhamaal and now total Dhamaal?
I think Golmaal or Dhamaal, I think you just laugh for 2.5 hours, you get relaxed, and these are the kind of films, especially this Dhamaal, where you can watch this film with your whole family, friends, your parents. There is not even one embarrassing moment because it's completely a clean comedy, and the difference is, I'll tell you, when we so everybody keeps asking me कि इस फिल्म में बच्चों के लिए भी बहुत है. हम जब बच्चों के लिए फिल्म बनाते हैं ना हमारे देश में, the problem is that उससे बच्चे ही हंसते हैं. Elders are looking, क्योंकि we think our kids are stupid when we make films for them. The humor is so stupid and childish that even kids don't laugh. अच्छा वही बच्चों की फिल्म when we go and see made by Hollywood, everybody enjoys it. You see an animation film. I love watching animation films. But अगर हमारे यहाँ animation film आती है तो उसमें humor ऐसा होता है कि यार बच्चे भी नहीं हंस रहे. So I think these films, जो धमाल है, गोलमाल है, this is for everybody. This makes everybody laugh, and and just with a little dash of emotion. हमारे climax में भी अच्छा खासा वो एक touch of emotion is coming when I saw the film also. So which is a nice thing, just मतलब very stupid characters suddenly there is a moment where they also have a heart, just for a flash. So that makes the characters also very human.
Riteish, you agree with that? I mean, he's got a very valid point. He says we shouldn't talk down to children, and we tend to do that sometimes in our cinema. And obviously, we're getting better at it.
No, of course. I just feel that.
बच्चे से बात करते हैं, hello बेटा बोलता है कि यार मैं ऐसे बात नहीं कर सकता.
तू क्यों correct? नहीं बिल्कुल. और आई थिंक लाइक अजय said that चाहे वो गोलमाल हो या धमाल हो, आप पूरे परिवार के लिए फिल्म बनाते हो जो सब हंस रहे हैं, सेम ह्यूमर इवन द किड्स एंजॉय. और ऐसा नहीं कि अगर इस फिल्म में जानवर है तो जानवरों के जोक से बच्चे एंजॉय करेंगे. नहीं, एवरीवन विल एंजॉय दैट ह्यूमर बिकॉज द सिचुएशन इटसेल्फ इज सो फनी.
Ma'am, did they make you climb up a tree actually, or is that your fitness levels? Or is it CG, his graphics?
नहीं, I climbed a tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. But people think everything happens in CG. It doesn't. You have to do lots of things yourself. Even people are thinking that the animals are made in CG. They're all real animals.
Wow. I really thought it was like one of those, jungle.
I mean, there's this the monkey is Crystal, who's supposed to be a star there. He's done the Hangover and all that.
She was in
So we had to go there and we had to shoot with all the animals, the tigers and everything. They have been shot. It's not कि एक कमरे में बैठ के पूरी पिक्चर बन गई है.
Wow. So did you have any scenes with animals, sir?
Of course.
The chimpanzee, the tiger, the actual tiger?
छोटा मोटा नहीं, हमको एकदम टाइगर चाहिए. इमेज के हिसाब से सूट्स नहीं है.
Yeah, that is a hilarious moment where the tiger is there and the two of you. People will keep asking you about the magic of Mr. Kapoor, but let me just understand how you and him became really the leading couple of the 90s. As watchers, you just get so taken in by what's happening. You don't understand the process. What do you put it down to?
Well, I think I put it down to good movies, good scripts, the kind of scenes we did together, very different from the normal, romantic scenes. Songs in the movie, which were beautiful. And we were very fortunate we got very good songs in whichever film we worked in. And we did a lot of different genres, like from comedy to a very emotional Beta to the comedy in Kale to like a revenge drama to Pukar, which was again, people saw us in a very different light. So I think we were fortunate we got good films, we got good writers, we got good directors and music. So it created that aura where, people used to love to watch us together.
Amazing. Mr. Kapoor, you want to add to that? Was it also work ethic? I mean, you people are known as one of the most disciplined people, most hardworking people in the industry. You think that's one of the reasons why, these films are so magically appreciated?
80s actually, to be 80s and 90s, we were, as she, exactly what she said, that we were very, very fortunate and the films became successful. What happens is all about economics also. So we were fortunate the films became successful. So sometimes what happens is, it's not only that we are professional, but even professionally people want us together. So it was a combination of so many things. So we were fortunate. We did films, and the films became hugely successful. So everybody wanted to, cast us, which was good. And there was a comfort level in working with each other, and that's what it is. I did films with her because मुझे लगा मुझे फायदा होगा. Yeah, to be honest.
Ma'am,
He's just being very flattering. कौन से side से उठे बैठ गए? Which side did you get?
If I've ever said anything from the time you met me till today, I mean it. What I say, yeah. And I gained a lot. You
I think
being
we both gained, by working.
the audiences, we gain the more maximum, the magic. So I love the fact that you take a song and you reconstruct it. There's a song from Kars, there's a song from Inkar. I mean, Mungda and Paisa Hai Paisa, these are songs that a whole generation grew up to, and now it's got a cooler groove to it. So were you part of that process, hanging with Saregama and figuring out which are the tracks that go with your film, or was it just Induji?
I think Induji wanted Paisa Hai Paisa. Mungda was somewhere we all were a little involved, because again they wanted to recreate a track. But Paisa and Paisa was Induji's decision.
Ushata is not very happy about it. She's made a comment. You want to just address that, the fact that Mungda has been redone?
No, I just feel that whenever we try to reconstruct a song, it's with utmost respect and love that we try to do it. In no way trying to demean or undermine the existing song. And of course, the entire Mangeshkar family is our senior, and if at all anyone is hurt without any intention, they have every right to be upset with us, but the intention was pure. And I feel that there are many of us who love the song, the old one and the new one, including me.
Very beautifully put. Your career is amazing in the sense, you can have a film like Le Bhari, and now you have something like this, diametric opposites, this and that. What do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy the action stuff? Do you enjoy the drama stuff? Do you enjoy this one?
Yeah, I think getting up in the morning and going to work is the most enjoyable part, and just being with people that you enjoy, and that you've done a decent amount of work today.
Irrespective of what comes on your plate.
Yeah, that's okay. You choose what you want to do, but the process of probably being able to get up in the morning and you say, I'm going to work and I'll be back home at night.
Great. Ma'am, what is the secret to Induji's success as a filmmaker? You've seen all these wonderful films, you've seen him at close quarters, you worked with him in probably 3 of the biggest hits in your career. So a little bit about your director.
I think Induji has a great sense of comedy, a great sense of dramatics, and a great sense of music. And put that together, and when you make a film, I think you need all these ingredients. And he's a wonderful person to work with. He's so good. He's very sweet. He's very down to earth. He really can extract performances from the actors. And so I think he has a lot of qualities that make him a good director.
So do you play husband and wife in this? And just a little bit about your characterization in total.
We do play husband and wife, and we have a son, which has not been shown, but we have, in the film also. But constant, the bone of conflict is about the son also, and obviously so that's what is there. So husband and wife, and what else you want me to know?
No, nothing. Just the kind of couple are you?
People are so used to seeing us in very romantic films where we are pining for each other and all. But in this film, we are always at loggerheads. We are fighting with each other every time, and so I think they'll see us in a different, way.
Yeah, this is a film which was a very popular film. There was I think Jack Lemmon in it, and Jack Lemmon, which is wonderful. And then it was remade again with Steve Martin. I think there is certain inspiration has been taken from those 2 films, where the husband and wife are bickering with each other and they're traveling constantly. And by the end of the film, they're fighting. By the end of it, they get back together, which is so wonderful that they keep on bickering and fighting and hate each other. And by the end, they realize, no, yeah, we are the best. I said there's nobody better than both of us, and they live happily after. It was a wonderful film. don't remember those names, but it was remade. There was Jack Lemmon, and it was remade again, starring Steve Martin and Goldie Hawn. Yeah.
You know, even the writing of the promos are so beautiful. There was a Valentine's promo in which she's called a Janwaron ka doctor, which I thought was just amazing. You know, and in fact, I should ask you that. You know, the writers are just phenomenal. Who has written it? I believe Paritosh is part of it, but I don't know the other writers.
Paritosh, Ved, Bunty. So three of them.
They're a fantastic combination altogether. They're very funny. We asked them to write something for a promo, and that day they came and they wrote it so well. So we're not making it out because we cut it and नहीं मजा आ रहा है, but I think बहुत खुल रहा है. All the jokes are coming out. Then you know, film में आप देखोगे तो then we decided.
Just a bit about JJ and Arshad because they're not here. I mean, what are they playing, and you know that aspect of the story.
प्रमोशन में नहीं है लेकिन पिक्चर में आई थिंक धमाल में दो लोग हैं, दो कैरेक्टर्स हैं जो फर्स्ट पार्ट, सेकंड पार्ट और थर्ड पार्ट में.
You're the same. You're the same as you were in that. In this, your character is the same as in Dhamaal.
It's
change. It's a new story.
It's a new story. I'm there in every Dhamaal with different character, but Manav and Adi, that combination are the same, and that's the only character that doesn't need an introduction because you know you've seen part 1 and part 2, and they are phenomenal in the film. Both of them, the combination is amazing, but both of them are extremely busy with films, and unfortunately they're not here for interviews today.
And that sap is also a real sap. The one that JJ brings to Arshad.
That is created. That is created.
Just checking. And so, where did you film? Would you give me some? Were there any exotic foreign locations? Just pure India.
Shot mostly in Bombay, Mumbai, and the animals were shot in LA and Mauritius.
Exotic location of film city.
Okay, last couple of questions before I round up. Ma'am, is there any travel destination that you went to in 2018 and you just loved and you said, you know, you could, settle down here? Any holiday that you took with the family yourself?
Not 2018, but and I don't know if I'd like to settle down there, but we've gone to Maldives, and I think it's a beautiful place. If you like the beach kind of, if you're a beach kind of a person.
Did you go diving and things like that?
Yes, we went diving, snorkeling, everything. So we had a great time.
And ma'am, what is your mantra for fitness? Are you a cardio person? Are you a weights person? Do you do Pilates?
Well, I do a combination of everything, and plus there's dance. So yeah,
The biggest cardio.
Pilates, yoga, and dancing.
Same question to you, sir. A travel destination you went over the last year and you said, wow, Dhamaal hai. And what's your fitness routine like? Are you a cardio person?
Rome. I love all the European countries. I just love, every country, every city is absolutely beautiful. The culture, I love England, London, because, they have those. And the way they have really taken care of all the structures and which is so fantastic. And hopefully, I think in India also now, we are really, doing our best to take care of. There are so many destinations in India which are so beautiful. I went for, to Udaipur for Mukeshji's daughter's wedding, and I've been so many times to Udaipur, and Rajasthan is, I think, spectacular. There's no place in the world which is as beautiful as Rajasthan. It's lovely. And coming to which is the next?
Your fitness routine. I mean, are you a cardio person?
Like today I did, I keep on changing. So it depends on my frame of mind. So today I've done, sprinting I've done walks and sprinting. So intermediate sprinting I did today, yeah.
That's about 20 minutes, half an hour? What did you?
No, I walked for about 38 minutes, and then I did sprinting for about 20 minutes, yeah.
And you prefer treadmill or do you like to go out if you don't get mobbed?
I running and sprinting, I go to the club sometimes, then I go to there's a garden over here, so I go to the garden, so I do that over there. So sprinting, I think is I was just listening to Milka Singh's video. I'll send it to you. So he's 90 now, he's touching 90. बोला मैं थका टूटा आता हूँ, ट्रैवल करके आता हूँ, अपना ट्रैक पैंट पहनता हूँ और अपने जॉगिंग पे निकल जाता हूँ. He wears his track pants and goes out for a jog. I mean, there's a complete circulation from toe to your head. And मैंने बोला कभी मेरा सर दो रहा है या मेरा कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है तो मैं अपनी पत्नी को बोलता हूँ गोली सिराने रख देना, मैं खा लेना. और मैं सुबह उठता हूँ, गोली वहीं की पड़ी रहती है और मैं गोली खाता ही नहीं हूँ. And I wear my track pants and go for a run and I'm fine. And that's what it is. So, certain people inspire you, and, he's a way of life, yeah. A way of life. So, fortunately for 10-11 years, I went through my ankle problem. So I used to love jogging and running and walking, but I couldn't. I didn't. And then I met this doctor in Germany, who really helped me, and I'm back to my sprinting and spinning, and so which is wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Kapoor.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Last two questions to you guys. The same thing. Any travel destination you went to recently, Ajay sir, and you said, "Wow," and your fitness routine, is it cardio, weights?
This New Year's I was in a on an island, Kiri Island. I thought it was amazing. I really had a great time.
Where is it? Is it in Europe or
Thailand.
and did you do some adventure sports there? Just chilled on the beach. What was it like?
Basically chilled adventures. We went deep sea diving and snorkeling and things like this.
And your fitness routine, what is it these days? Is it more weights, cardio, Pilates? What?
Combination of weights, mostly weights, but weights in the sense in the cardio fashion. More reps and continuous.
But you're not like Mr. Kapoor. You don't go for like runs and sprints. That's not your thing.
Not too much, but I do sometimes. But I can't do that too much.
What about you, bro? Any travel destination that you went to was really amazing? And again, your fitness routine.
No, first of all, travel. I was shooting for a Marathi film, and I went to interiors of Maharashtra to shoot. So I've stayed at Paltan, and then again few kilometers far away we again shot. So the entire stretch of going to these small temples in a particular village, just sitting there in an open field with less people, having food. So going back to the roots, I was born in Latur in a village. So for me, after many years, I got a chance to be there for almost a month to relive our heritage, our glory. I enjoyed that quite a bit this time.
And your fitness routine these days?
These days, I do a lot of yoga now because I feel like my body is getting a bit more stiff, and that's making me a bit tired throughout the day. So yoga has really helped me stretch my body and make me, have a great day. In terms of my energy levels are up, I'm more fresher. So.
And these are like Surya Namaskars, like Vinyasa yoga type, or any school, or just you do a comprehensive thing?
It's a combination. There's a trainer, Rupal, who does a program. She mixes up things according to because once they start doing it, they exactly know what your body needs, and then she adapts it. So it's wonderful.
Thank you, Riteish.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.